What's up, guys? Another closet combo. All right, today we're going to talk about the best ways to get results out of your exercising. So people will exercise and not get results. So I'm going to go over some of the ways to get the best exercise or results from exercise. And so there is a difference between exercising and training. And I'm going to do, I'm going to put my face on, and then I'm going to do a fall eye. And I'm going to go through the fall eye more than I do like my makeup here. But just to let you know, I've got scratches all over my face. This one is a zit. These are just some red spots that have not gone away, but I'm just beat up right now. Goodness. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a little color correcting, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff. Where's my little brush? There it is. All right. So I'm going in with Frenchie right here, lip and cheek color, but it is also fantastic for color correcting those dark circles. And I got some good ones right now because we are still not sleeping well in this house. I don't know. Brian and I were talking this morning, and seems like she's waking up and she's like scared. So I don't know what age they start actually getting scared, which I guess they do because she's getting a little stranger danger. You know, if she sees somebody she doesn't like, she starts to cry and she gets a little scared. So I think she's dreaming, kind of getting scared. So I don't know. But anyways, all right. So I color corrected that. Going in with my main highlight, amber. Gonna lay that down on my beard and mustache area. All right, guys. So there is a difference between exercising and training. Exercising is just getting out there, moving your body. You know, it's fantastic. It's great to do, but you don't really have a goal. You don't have a really purpose behind it. You know, maybe one day you run, the next day, I don't know, you do Pilates, the next day you do CrossFit. There's no real rhyme or reason to what you're doing. You change it up all the time. You're just moving, which is fantastic. You need to move. You need to get your body going. Training is specific. It's programmed out. You have specific goals that you're working on, and each and every week you're showing up and you are trying to make progress or improve or increase your training program to get the results, the desired results. All right, going in with my brightening highlight right here. Mine is called Aura, and I am going to put it on top of my cheekbones, working up underneath my eye, and in this T-zone right here. And again, the lightest amount of makeup, guys. All right, so when you do under eye, I say this every time because I want people to do it. Don't take your under eye and just go like this under your eye. You come down your nose, you go under your eye, and then you connect, okay? And make a triangle. And that, my friends, look at that. Look at this eye, which is color corrected, but you can still see a little bit of the darkness, how beautifully that works. And ignore, I've got allergies. Okay, so I'm speaking more towards those that are training, that are doing a specific programmed out workout each week, okay? Now, in order to get results from that exercise, you have to track. You have to track what you're doing with your exercise. Next, I'm going in with my contour. I'm gonna use Astoria. So 4 lines for contouring, guys. It's so easy to contour, okay? 1 on the forehead, 1 right here under the cheekbone, 1 on the other. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 right underneath the chin. All right, that's it to contouring. And then you blend it out. All right, so you have to have a goal. So let's say your goal is running a marathon, right? You just don't go out and willy-nilly run certain amounts every day and just hope and pray marathon day that you can run a marathon. No, there is a specific training regimen to it to, 1, improve speed, improve endurance, and then have your ability to sustain the race, right? So you work on speed drills, you work on endurance, you have short runs, you have long runs, you do sprint work, all this kind of stuff for working towards your marathon. And it's in a methodical way, right? Each week, each day is dedicated to a certain type of run, length of run, whatever it may be. Same thing with weightlifting or strength training. If your goal is to decrease body fat, you need to resistance train, and you need to track your resistance training, meaning you need to track your volume on a weekly basis. All right, next I'm gonna go in and do, I'm actually gonna set my under eyes really quick. This is the Vanilla Dust setting powder. I'm just gonna go in and press and keep that in place. You need to track your volume, and volume is the weight you use times the reps and the sets. So if I'm using a 10-pound dumbbell and I do 3 sets of 10, it's 10 times 3 times 10. And that will give you your volume for that particular lift. Let's say you were doing bicep curls with 10-pound dumbbells. And again, you multiply the 10 by the 3 by the 10. And I don't know what that is off the top of my head. What is that? 10 times 3, 30 times another 10 is 300. Yeah, so 300. So that would be a 300 volume lift. And you want to track that because you want to stay at that volume and work on progressively increasing. So what I mean is you don't want to do 300 in volume on bicep curls on week 1, and then week 2, you're using 8-pound dumbbells and you decrease. That's not going to give you, sorry guys, my nose is itching so bad. That is not going to give you results. You have to what we call progressively overload the muscles to stimulate adaptation, change for your body to build lean muscle mass and reduce fat mass. All right, I'm going to go in with, these are my 2 favorites for fall right here. This is Sandstone and this is Saffron. I'm going to go in with Saffron and put that on my cheeks. So that's why you need to track. Have a little book, put it in. I keep mine in my notes on my phone. I have just an ever-growing like little training, I don't know, note that I use where I track my weights and I look at my volume to make sure I am increasing my weight, slowly working on increasing my weight for my lifts week by week so that I can progressively change and get results. Now I'm gonna go in with the Bella Bronzer right here. I'm gonna put that here and I'm gonna blend out my blush with it. How pretty that is, so nice. so, because you have to, okay, so you can progressively overload in a multiple ways on the body to stimulate change. So your body is so smart. Like I said, like it adapts to food. When I talk on the nutrition side of things and you're eating those super low calories, and the body adapts by reducing energy expenditure down to the low calorie amount, and that's why you lower your metabolism and you can't lose weight eating those low amount of calories. Or you're eating the low amount of calories and your body is adapted to those low amount of calories, and then every weekend you go out and have a splurge and you're putting on weight. That's why. Same thing. Yeah, princess. Hi. Same thing with your muscles. Your body is always trying to adapt to everything, guys. It's always trying to become the most efficient it can at whatever you're doing. So the same with weightlifting. If you're using the same weights over and over week by week, you are going to become extremely efficient at pushing that weight, and you are no longer stimulating, oh no, it's so bad, stimulating change. And the change being building new muscle and reducing fat mass, right? If diet, all of this is with diet on point, okay? Diet where it's supposed to be. All right, so I got that on. Let's do, I'm gonna do my eyebrows here. Actually, I'll do my eyebrows after I do my eyes. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more, blended my blush out a little too much. So I'm gonna go back in with that and put a little bit more right there. Just give me a little color. All right, so we're gonna do an eye. I'm gonna use navy today. This is, I don't know, I just want fun with a little color, so I'm gonna put it in here. So I'm gonna use one of our cream shadows. This is called Sapphire. Look how pretty that is. So I'm gonna use that with some other colors on my eyes. All right. Okay, so again, whatever you're doing exercise-wise, you need to track and you need to make sure somehow, some way, whatever that exercise is, that you are increasing it on a week by week or bi-weekly, whatever that looks like for you. Rate, this is Cupcake, gonna lay that down all over my eye, that you're continually working on progressing and tracking and improving. And if you keep doing that, and again, it can be, you know, everybody's pace is going to be different, and it also is probably activity dependent at which level or rate that you progress, but you need to be progressing. You need to be stimulating change for adaptation in the body, like that. So that's, you know, if you're going to the same group fitness class, you know, every single day, I mean, maybe the format changes a little bit, but basically the moves are the same, and you're never challenging yourself. You're never trying to go heavier with the weight. And it's also very hard, though, I will say, in those group fitness classes because they move so fast. So you're probably a little nervous about increasing weight because you're going to injure yourself because you're moving so fast. So my suggestion is, if you are a regular group fitness junkie, that, you know, maybe taking one day a week and doing some lifting on your own, some slow weight training on your own, that will stimulate some change for you. And going slow and working on your form and increasing your weight, challenging yourself outside of a weight, what you would normally use in the classroom, to do that and stimulate change. If you're an endurance athlete, you absolutely, at least 1, if not 2 days a week, should be doing some resistance training. Not only is it going to improve your performance by making you faster, stronger, better, it's going to prevent injury, okay? By keeping your muscles nice and strong and keeping everything in alignment. The biggest issue with runners is hips, right? Because they get out of alignment and they don't do a lot of glute strengthening because running typically breaks down muscle mass, and a lot of runners don't really have a butt. Your endurance, right? Your sprinters now, look at your sprinters versus your endurance athletes. Sprinters do, but sprinters are lifting weights and things like that to make them powerful and quick. Endurance runners, not so much with that, and a lot of them don't have butts, you know? And so when you have, your glutes are very helpful in reducing lower back injury, knee pain, pelvic pain, hip pain, all that kind of stuff. So you need to strengthen those glutes. Now they don't need to be endurance athletes. All right, let me get to my eye. Endurance athletes don't need to be, you know, pounding it out and looking for PRs in the gym when they're in there, because that's going to inhibit their progress out on the road. But they definitely should be doing some challenging, controlled resistance training 1 to 2 preferably days a week. They're getting it in there. But you don't want to do anything, like I said, that's going to inhibit their progress towards their goals, because their goal is to get faster in their races, right? Okay, all right. So I am going to take, and I'm going to lay this color Leo down all over the base of my eye here. Hard to do in this light. And it's not, color is not transferring. It doesn't look like in my mirror here, it looks so much different than us here, but it's really pretty. Really pretty color. Okay, do it on this eye. All right, obviously the next key, okay, well, I'll do another talk. I'll do all the ways to progressively overload, because that's a whole nother conversation that you can do. But just think that you need to be challenging the weights. And it doesn't have to be, if you're lifting weights, drastic, okay? So if you're doing 8-pound curls, just going to 10, you don't need to jump to 15, right? Just a little bit of an increase will stimulate change. So you can go to 10s, then you go to 12s, then you can go to 15s. Just gradually working your way up like that. Okay, so there's that, the Leo down. Now I am gonna go in with my other brush here. I'm gonna go in with a little bit, I'll get this one and another one for you. I have 2 really pretty golds, and I can't remember. Yeah, this one is Gold Digger. So see that? All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Gold Digger over my eye right here. Put that in, just to give me a little bit of contrast. And again, it's just not transferring on here as well as it does in my light, but it's really pretty. All right, so a little bit of Leo, a little bit of Gold Digger, really pretty, I don't know, peachy eye, like that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hotline brush, and I'm gonna use this end of my hotline brush. I'm gonna take my Stay Spray and spray this, and then I'm gonna go into that cream eyeliner. And even though it's cream, This just will intensify it, I guess, a little bit, spraying it with the Stay Spray. So I'm gonna go back into that Sapphire, how pretty that is, and we're gonna line the eye with it. All right, I'm trying to do this. I may have to look in the, over here, guys, and then come back in. So I just wanna push that into my lash line. Just like that. That's really pretty. You guys see that? Let's see if I can do it in this camera. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty with that peachy color. You guys see that? Okay. All right, so obviously the other key element to making progress with your exercise is your nutrition. You cannot outwork nutrition, guys. So with that said, a lot of people, you know, they'll start a new program and they'll get results. And the reason you get results is because it's new. It's a new stimulus and your body is adapting to that new stimulus. I didn't get that in very well right there. But there will come a point where you adapt, right? And you will stop making progress. There we go. How pretty that is. So pretty. Can you pull it up? All right, and then I'm gonna take that blue and I'm actually gonna go underneath my eye with it just a little bit. And blue, if you've got brown eyes, which I have blue eyes and it still looks really good. Let's smudge that a little bit. If you have brown eyes or green eyes, blue looks so good on you. So pretty on you. All right, I'm trying to do this. All right, so nutrition. So you have to have your nutrition on point. All right, and if you're trying to make progress in fat loss, you have to be in a calorie deficit. There we go. Pretty is that? And how simple is that? Okay, 2 colors on the eyes. That blue. Whoops. Just go. Little mascara. Oh, that's so pretty. I really, really like that. I love that blue. I don't know about mascara. I can't do it without ever doing that. So pretty. Okay. All right. So nutrition, guys, has to be on point. And you know that. That's what I talk about all the time. You have to be in a calorie deficit to reduce fat. There's just no 2 ways about it. So, like I said, if it's a new program, if you go from doing nothing to something, you're always going to get results because it's a new stimulus. So it's not that particular program that you're doing is the only thing that's going to help you drop weight or get your goals. It's a new stimulus. But your workouts like, you know, your bar workouts, your yoga workouts, and there is a place for all of that. There's 100% a place for all of that. I think you should do it. But for the long term and something that is going to continually provide a new stimulus to induce change, weightlifting is it, guys. And that's not just my opinion. That's just the way it is. Look it up. There's tons of studies and research and everything out there that will tell you that. You know, like I said, anything that you start that is new will stimulate change because it's new. All right, just going in. I just went in with my contour olive right here. Gonna fill in my brows a little bit. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna get that off here in a second, but I gotta let it dry because it's a pretty good glob of mascara I got on myself. All right, go in, hit my eyebrows. Anything new will stimulate change, right? And what I like to do to clean up my brows is I take my 30-second hack, whatever is left over from doing my brightening highlight, and I just kind of go around my brows like that and just clean them up and then clean underneath the eyes for any fallout. That's why a lot of people like to do their eyes first and then put on their makeup. And then I can show you guys how to do red spots. So, I'll show you. There's 2 colors I like to use for the red spots. This one is Sunlit and this one is June. They're both a yellow undertone. So I'm gonna use my best blend forever. I'm gonna lightly go into the Sunlit and just lightly put it on that red spot like that, right? And then my scratch over here, my other scratch right here. And then I just like to take it, I like to do that at the end of the makeup and then go into my setting powder and just lock it in like that. All right, so you guys can see how pretty that blue is. Okay, that's it. Let's see if this is dry enough that I can get it off. It probably isn't. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit a little bit more. So I'm gonna do my finishing. So today, sometimes, like I've shown you, I use the Stay Spray and the Perfector Sponge. This was just a quick little look for today. So how I'm gonna finish it today, and this is not an official finisher for your makeup, but I really like it and it works for me and it stays. So I like to take my blush and bronzer brush, and this is the Cayman bronzer and the Vanilla Dust setting powder, and I do this, and then I do this. And I like the way, the color that it gives my skin. I like that it finishes. It's more of a matte look for the day. And there it is. Okay, let's see if that's dry enough. So you can take, I've showed this hack a bunch. Well, if you get mascara on your face, like I always do when I put mine on, if you take the end of your hotline brush and you gotta let it completely dry, you should be able to go, yeah, in there and just, well, it's in the bad spot here. Clean it off with this. And I'm just making it worse, but it's coming off. Just take that. There it goes. And you don't wipe it when it's wet and then it doesn't ruin your makeup. And I'll just go in there and do that and touch it up. Okay? All right, so I hope that was helpful or gives you something to think about. So if you've just been exercising and you've been doing the same thing over and over and you're getting frustrated because you're no longer seeing results, you need to start tracking what you're doing and then just make sure that you are progressively overloading your muscles in some way, that you're increasing your weight, you're increasing your range of motion, you're doing time under tension, meaning you're changing the tempo of the workout. You know, like on squats, I do it a lot in my stuff. We'll lower for 3 counts and then hold the squat for 3 counts and then come up for 1. That's a great way to change the stimulus if you've just been doing squats, besides adding more weight on. And you'll see when you change the tempo, you'll probably have to back your weight off a little bit because it cranks up the intensity pretty good when you do that kind of stuff. But that's just an example of things that you can do to change the stimulus with your exercise. And then the other thing, you know, if you're just doing yoga, if you're just doing Pilates, if you're just doing bar, if you're just running, just doing cardio, I highly, highly encourage you to fit 1 or 2 days of strength training in, and I will lay all the money in the world on it that you will see composition changes. Even if you don't change your diet and you keep it whatever it is, if it's not the best, and you add in a couple days of some good, solid strength training, you will see changes. You will see composition changes. You may not see changes on the scale. I'm going in with some Desert Sunset, but you will see change in inches. You will start to reduce fat and increase lean muscle if you do that. And then if you get your diet on point with it, then you can see some weight loss. All right, Desert Sunset. Done, guys. Done. So quick, so easy. Literally would have taken me 5-6 minutes had I not been flapping my jaws the whole time. So hope this is helpful. Hope you guys try out some color on your eyes. Don't be scared of it. Don't be intimidated by the brightness of the colors. You can always what's it called? Blend it out. Excuse me, blend it out. It wouldn't be a video without a sneeze. So I hope you have a good day. I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions or if you would like to join my workout program, it's $49 a month. It is full live virtual workouts. I'm struggling with it. This is not like a beach body workout or anything like that. Not that those are great for anybody, but it's not that kind of an online workout. I think that's what people think of when they think of typical online workouts, and that's not what this is. This is pure strength training. There are some metabolic workouts in there. There's mobility, and it's broken down into groups. It's upper, so you can easily find what you want to do. There's upper, there's lower, there's full body, metabolic, body weight and bands, mobility. I have some core circuits. I have we're just introducing some cardio equipment drills. So if you have, it doesn't matter what you have, if you have an elliptical or a bike or a rower, it's showing you how to do some drills with some strength training mixed in. So it's quite the variety of stuff, and I'm struggling right there with you. I'm not one of those other instructors that make it just look real easy and just pushing lightweight. I'm not. I'm challenging myself in the video so that you challenge yourself at home, and you'll see that. So you can find that at CynthiaWilliamsFitness.com. Just click on it and sign up. You'll get access to the Facebook group, and it's also full of nutrition tips and recipes, all kinds of stuff. And then also in a lot of the videos, those that I can carry on conversations with, some are a little intense and I can't talk too much in it. I'm doing my kind of closet convo talks in them as well, where I'm talking about supplements or nutrition tips or things like that to try and help my clients reach their fullest potential. I mean, if you're going to bust your ass in the gym and all this kind of stuff, you want to feel good, look good, and I'm just trying to give you optimal results for that, basically. So if interested, again, CynthiaWilliamsFitness.com. You can just join the monthly. You just go in there and click the monthly exercise program, and you're in. And there's so far, there's over 120 full virtual live workouts for you to do. And they range anywhere from 30 to about 50 minutes. So, all right. Thanks, guys. If you would like a color match, let me know. Happy to do a color match. It's so easy. You'll just shoot me a selfie. I'll shoot you back your colors, and then you can go and have fun. So I'll see you guys in the next one.